Hi, John Chisholm, getting an opportunity to just share some insights about the feasts. I did a previous video where I really break down the importance and why as a community do we embrace them in the prayer room. I want to talk to you today about the Day of Atonement, or Yom Kippur. And it's obviously an important time. It's coming here in the fall. This is Leviticus 23, 26 through 28. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Also on the 10th day of the 7th month shall be the Day of Atonement. Shall be a holy convocation for you. You shall afflict your souls, an offering made by fire to the Lord. And you shall do no work on this day, on the same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make atonement for you before the Lord your God." So now we talked about trumpets before and a celebration. Now here comes a very sober day. He's not just a king that's returning, he's a judge. And we need to live our lives in accordance with that. And we need to take seriously just evaluating the state of affairs in our heart and our lives. And we need to go before him humbly. The trumpets would be a feast day. This is a fast day. We want to go low. We want to open our hearts. On this time and season in the Jewish calendar is when the high priest would go into the Holy of Holies, and the whole thing about the lamb being laid hands on and the sins of the nation and being slain, that would all unfold on this day. And so, again, it was a very sober, serious time that the Lord is saying, hey, I need you to understand that I am a judge. You know, again, I mentioned this earlier, I just want to say it again. Moses saying, "Show me your glory." Like me being a leader for you, these people are hard to lead. I need to understand who you are, and I need you to come with me. And the Lord says, you know, if I just show you my glory, it'll take your life. What I'm going to do, he puts him in a cleft in a rock, he passes by, and he declares, "I am the Lord, and I am gracious, and I am loving, and I am slow to anger, and I'm very forgiving." And then he switches gears a little bit, and then he says, "Yet I am a judge, yet I will judge and discipline my people." And so we just need to be sober about that. And so the Feast of Yom Kippur, it's a very sober, serious day. And the judge is before us. How are we living our lives? And so he's, you know, when he comes back, he's not coming back as a baby in a manger. He's not coming back as the suffering servant. He's coming back as a king, as a judge, as a bridegroom for his people. But we need to take serious and evaluate. Our tendency is, you know, we delight in the bridegroom God, but sometimes we have a harder time relating to the judge. It's just as important that we see him for who he is. He is a judge. All right, now there's a whole nother element about this Yom Kippur related to there comes a time in a season the Lord promises that he is going to bring his people, the Jewish people, into fellowship with him, and the entire nation state is going to get saved. There's a day, an appointed day, Zechariah tells us, in which they will look upon him with his wounds and they will mourn. And the nation state, the entire group that's alive at that time, is going to embrace him that, hey, Yeshua, he's our Messiah, he's our guy. And oh, forgive us for how we missed that and how we've lived our lives. And so there's a whole element, not just of you and I relating to him, but understanding our assignment here at IHOP, called to raise up intercessors for God's heart and purposes as it relates to the Jewish people. There is an appointed time for them to come in contact with the judge and to be redeemed and to be restored to the rightful place in it. And it's in his second coming that that's all going to happen. And so this Yom Kippur points to that as well. And so I just think it's important, again, not that we're obligated to do this, but because we're a prophetic eschatological community, understanding about Yom Kippur and the Day of Atonement is really important. Hope that was helpful.